That's some prime real estate over there, and you don't have any interest in her? None at all? That just ain't natural.
Rawls was right. She was prime, a real looker. Long, thick mahogany hair, a tight, curvy ass, stacked across the chest, enough flair through the hips to hold on to. She was the kind of woman who'd give wet dreams to any straight male between puberty and death. Which must mean he was dead. Because he was way past puberty, yet he didn't feel even a twitch of interest. No chills, no thrills, no goosebumps. She could be his great-grandmother for all the attraction he felt. Every year the numbness dug a little deeper, spread a little further. He'd been warned about this particular side effect of the family gift, or curse, depending on who was talking. But knowing about it and living with it were completely different animals.
Let's hope that woman of yours shows up ASAP. Much more of this drought and you won't remember what to do with her.
Rawls reached over to punch Zane's shoulder. The moment Rawls' fist made contact, every muscle in Zane's body clenched. He froze, his breath locked in his throat, his vision blurred. Click. It was a subtle sound, a switch flipping inside his head. An image flashed through his mind, quick, brutal, ugly. Rawls sprawled across a bank of narrow seats, his blue t-shirt splotched with black, blood dripping from limp fingers, a fixed stare glazing his blue eyes. The vision vanished.
Son of a bitch.
Sheer disgust vibrated in Koski's gritty voice.
We're on stand down. This is a civilian flight. Regardless of that all-too-familiar look on your face, we cannot be in any goddamn danger.
Zane knew he wouldn't get anything further from Rawls, so he turned to Koski instead and clamped a hand on his lieutenant's bicep. This time he was expecting the vision. He tensed anyway. Click. He strained to capture as many details as possible as the new vision flashed through his mind. Gray eyes locked and empty, already filming with the unmistakable haze of death. Black hair saturated with blood. Hands clenched. He was splayed across a narrow aisle, dark blue upholstered seats rising on either side of his head. When the image vanished, he released Koski's arm and wrestled air back into his lungs.
Tell me this is a joke,
Koski demanded. Zane shook his head and gripped the back of his neck with both hands.
What did you see?
Rawls finally asked. Zane drew a shallow breath.
You dead. Koski dead. From boredom?
Koski asked dryly.
We are going to a wedding.
A quick glance at Zane's face, and a glint of steel darkened his gray eyes.
Where's this going down? On the bird.
Zane frowned.
Couldn't tell whether she was in flight. Didn't get a good enough look.
Koski turned to study the boisterous crowd.
When do you ever?
Zane scrubbed his palms down his face and forced back a surge of frustration. The flashes never lasted long, no more than 2 or 3 seconds, just enough to warn without giving details, just enough to raise guards, but not enough to mitigate the danger.
Which bird, over or back?
Koski braced his hands on his hips and studied Zane's face.
Either fits the 3-day window for those flashes of yours. Today.
Zane nodded toward Rawls' blue-clad chest.
Same clothes.
Koski grunted.
I don't suppose you saw who killed us? When have these damn things ever been that accommodating? Fuck.
With a disgusted shake of his head, Koski dropped his chin and scowled at the worn carpet.
What about the wounds? Lots of blood. Could be a gun. Or a knife. A crash?
Rawls broke in quietly.
Doubtful. Neither of you were burned. We're looking at some kind of weapon.
Koski frowned.
It would be easier to smuggle a blade through security.